Alright, let's see how this sounds then. Sounds good to me. Cool. What do you say we get going then? Greetings and salutations, my name is Comicfire and welcome back for more Dark Cloud. We're here in Yellow Drop still, and I had done some things off screen, like for example, I did a whole lot of fishing, so I bought a bunch of poisonous apples that are kind of cluttering up my inventory. I meant to sell this off. Got a ton of repair powder to prepare for the future. These are still in my inventory, so I'm probably gonna use them up. I'm out of Draen's feathers, aren't I? I should have checked to make sure I had those, huh? So I should probably buy a couple more. Yeah, you know, the great moon piss. Well, no, because it's Mountain Dew. It's Moonton Dew. Do you get the humor I'm spitting there? Anyway, so let's buy a couple Draen's feathers. That should be fine. And here we can get guns, which no character of ours can use right now, but very soon, viewers. Very soon. I bought the machine gun type because that's the one I'll explain the difference between the two gun types when we get the character that can actually use guns, so... Till then... Let's go into the Moon Sea! And we're gonna shoot ourselves right on over to what I assume is that pixelated Earth. Earth.png. Yeah, the gun character pretty much makes Xiao obsolete. But, I'm gonna use Xiao a lot still because I have Super Steve, and I like Super Steve. Cool, take one good last look at that sword because, let me tell you, you ready to get Towen's second best ultimate weapon and the best ultimate weapon that he can get without going through the secret dungeon? If so, let's upgrade. I think it's beautiful. So good. So let's throw in the thunder because we just have so goddamn much of it. A lot went into this, which was a lot of fishing off screen to get a bunch of gems, and I'm happy with it. And God, look at how beautiful it looks. It would 100% not be feasible to actually use in real life, but, oh hey baby, you're back. Oh, but you're dead. Ooh. Moonbugs are cool because they got cannons. And they somehow managed to be a mixture of, the Rolling Rock enemies from the first dungeon, and also the Pirate Chariot, which it makes for just a fucking bitch to fight. But fortunately, Witch Helza does not throw poison apples at you anymore, from what I remember. I think she just chucks fireballs at you now. So, she's a lot less, scary. The Bravery Launch is how you get to the back floors here. You just jump into a deeper part of the crater and you can go into a back floor, but... Ow. You can't stop me, however. I've got the Chronicle Sword. Yep, she just chucks fireballs. Which, in my opinion, is significantly better to deal with than being poisoned, because you can heal off damage, you have to carry very specific items to get rid of poison. I want to hope it's a pun on Moonbuggy, but I also have a distinct feeling that it might just be Moonbug. We get the big urn, so we're gonna get fucking blasted, kids. You can also just kind of shoot right through this dungeon because from what I remember, each floor barely has any Atla on it, so once you get the gate key, which in this one is gunpowder, you can kind of just ignore the rest. Which I'm going to do because the Atlamilius, or the Chronicle Sword here, doesn't really need to be any more powerful than it already is, so. And since I don't have the character that can actually use guns yet, I don't feel the need to get him any, so. Oof. Or not that I don't feel the need to, I just physically cannot, but we've cracked the 2 Atla pieces, so let's fucking dip. Little cheese working this cannon.
Load your cannon with cheese.
And surprisingly, this doesn't immediately kill Toan. I think the battle theme technically changes in the next dungeon, which is also the final dungeon. But it's not so much a change, rather that it just doesn't stop playing the dungeon theme. Which I kind of like. I feel like some games benefit from that. Like, I feel like in the final chapter of Final Fantasy 15, just having the overworld map, not the well, just, because it's playing Somnus at the very end, so, but every time you got into a battle, the way louder, less interesting battle theme started playing, so I didn't like it. God, wouldn't that be fucking nuts? Yeah, you know, each boss has their own theme, fortunately, but I really do want a hack of this game where literally everything is the same, but the final boss just has the normal encounter theme. Yeah, I'm gonna switch over to Ungaga because, yeah. See, I didn't want that on my actual good weapon. Yeah, it's kind of got a case of Chrono Cross syndrome where the battle theme is lesser. I like it, but... Oh, fuck! Those guys hurt. They do a lot of damage. And they're fish with space goggles on. I also don't remember if the secret dungeon gets rid of the battle theme in exchange for, just looping the background theme, but it's been so long since I've actually went to the optional dungeon. I've only finished it once, and I'm not going to count it as part of the main stream series. Can I get them both? Yeah, you goddamn right I can. Because after I beat the final boss, I'm going to move on to something else for now and come back to Dark Cloud streams on occasion. Because the, secret dungeon's really fucking long. So I could probably knock out about 1/5 of it per stream before people start losing interest in it for the night. Before I start losing interest for the night, the Demon Shaft is just really a struggle to get through. So no matter what, to be able to handle it well, you're just gonna need a maxed out ultimate weapon for all the characters you intend to use, so every battle feels very similar. And for the most part, it's spamming your best machine gun, because the machine gun is bar none the best way to handle it. Let me just chuck this Throbbing Cherry. Yep, 100 floors. I turned myself into a Pockle, Morty. I'm Pockle Rick. I'm Hell Pockle Rick. But yeah, this dungeon is pretty short. Remember how the Divine Beast Dran Cave had, what was it? It had... Fuck, how many floors did it have? It had 15 floors. The Moon Sea has it as well. So, we're gonna get through here nice and quick. What can I chuck on here? The Chronicle Sword's attack caps out at 260, so we can just keep upgrading this thing forever. But I also want to save the attack boosting gems for when we get the next character, so... I think I'll just throw in this attack +1. Trelly's post-game I'm going to just knock out as is, because it's not all that long, all things considered. already figured out what I'm going to title everything. The World Ends With You should not take much longer than mid-April to finish. I've had a few delays, so it's not going to finish on April 5th like I wanted, but... should everything go well, it shouldn't be too much longer than the middle of April. And I might have like a grinding stream or two when I'm fuck! God damn, homeboy sniped me from all the way over there. Yeah, it's gonna be great when I have a ranged character that can actually handle this. And it's not like the Rock'n'Offs where they had a bit of a wind-up period. They can just go right for it. Which I think is bad game design, because everything needs to have even the slightest wind-up, or else it's just a crapshoot whenever you're fighting it. So look at Hellpocket. He took like a second to do his thing. I got 360 no-scopes. What we didn't see is that he twirled around like a pretty ballerina that he is, and then got me. Yeah, I'm not going to cover all of Another Day in one shot. I'm going to cover, like, that little fun story bit. And then this special, extra, super-duper good stuff I'm going to save for, when I get all the secret reports. Since I have to do it anyway, and I also need really good pins for that, because I've never even attempted to fight the super boss, and it looks painful. Yeah, I feel like having a new battle theme for each dungeon would have been pretty cool, but this game also was pretty much a launch title for the PS2. And I assume maybe the budget wasn't all there. Looks like we're gonna have to switch to Xiao. I need to start working on Super Steve's strength, because that wasn't doing it. Oh no, I'm not going to read the secret reports. Videos like that, I tend to do so every single person who wants to see it can enjoy it. Like, there are some things I do very specifically for my viewers, and then there's things I do for a general population that might watch, which is why a lot of my Super Boss videos I don't tend to voice. That hurt a lot. Christy Crackers. Yeah, I don't know if the sequel does the multiple battle things either, but there's a lot I don't know about the sequel either, because I never really cared much for Dark Cloud 2. What is that? Just give me the fucking handle. A Mimic. A Mimic Jagger. I was about to say, haha, yeah, Path of Radiance is going up Sunday, and then I remembered, you know, hey, it's already up. Of course, that does mean we need to record more sometime this week, but Path of Radiance is often a lot to ask from the pals, so I try not to just overload them with it, so we'll probably ask around, probably not Wednesday, because I'm going to stream. There are no bad parts of Last Surprise, you big silly Billy. A lot of these enemies actually show up again in the secret dungeon, but that whole thing is just... I think there's like just a handful of unique enemies there. And a lot of them are just repeats of what you can find in late game dungeons. But also with the very quote-unquote fun aspect of being completely immune to elemental damage, so you have to turn it off. again, is why maxing out the machine gun character is best, because, my god, homeboy can wreck some shit. Hey, not bad. I think that doubles your money. But I didn't have much money on me to begin with, so it's not going to help out too much. Did a chest spawn, like, under it? Is that what I'm looking at? On the minimap? Maybe that's just how all the winches look in this dungeon. Who's to say? Man, I don't know what we were thinking Porgentini would actually be, but it would probably be tasty. I can't give any insider info about Heroes because I don't know a lot of it, but entirely from inference. Oh, fuck, unlimited floor. Entirely from inference, Sage's uploading schedule seems very stressful, and I'm hoping he's doing good. I guess this isn't so bad, because you can just kind of oh, fuck me! All the way— no! Right now I gotta worry about being fucking howitzered from over there. She's like no HP, so I'm kinda hoping one of these drops the gunpowder faster than not. Oh, is that it? Rad! Let's get out of here. Oh no, we're stuck at our standard speed. Well, because that's an issue with Dark Cloud, is that every weapon takes a lot of love to build up, so you tend to just focus on one or two characters. Nope. And Ruby has come later than Xiao and is nowhere near as good as Osmond, so I tend to ignore her more often than not. I mean, I can't make Sages do anything. If he takes a break, he takes a break, but... Yes, I mean Kish. Oh god. No, I walk through the valley of the shadow of death. This thing is holy, I believe. Nope, it is fire. Do I have fire on me? No fire. Does the Topaz buff fire? Topaz does not. The only fire thing I have is Sun. I don't want to risk that. I can kind of meta that and see that the exit probably isn't there. A lot of players like using Ruby for the final boss because there is one phase that is entirely ranged, and Ruby is the only ranged character that can charge or attack, but since I've broken Dagger glitched Xiao, I feel more confident using her. Yeah, this is Undertale. Kish in real life is a cool, fun friend. Kish in this game is... Jesus Christ, you're not gonna have a stick by the end of this. Stoop kid's afraid to lose... Stoop kid's afraid to go to the Louvre. Hey, look, it's Lone Digger. Because we needed more enemies there. That didn't actually mean a single goddamn thing, and it wasn't at all what I intended to say. What I meant to say was, like, we needed that enemy back again. Moondiggers and Earth Diggers are pretty much the reason I love Goro so much, because the really best way to handle them is just to kind of abuse Goro's absolutely massive invincibility frames during his charge attack. Otherwise, this thing is a gosh damn pain in the ass. This thing is a godforsaken poopy head, it is. Oh wow, that... You ain't gonna get me twice, though! Oh, fuck, I hate you so much. What are you? I only read my manga dubbed. Speaking of manga, I started reading One Piece today. Can't find a site with actual good scans, and the one that I think I'm reading cuts off at a weird point in every picture. So I'm never sure if I'm actually getting the full picture, so I stopped reading after chapter 1, but it's the only site I could actually find the first couple chapters. Hey, Tipsy. And I'd never watch One Piece because, it's one of those cases. Ooh, boy. Please don't be a king mimic. Ooh! Ooh! Though I think that's kind of a beginner weapon for Ungaga, so I'm not gonna be too hyped about it, but the very fact that it wasn't just another bone slingshot is pretty cool. Alright, so, let's repair this and see what stage the cactus is. Oh wow, that's even better than the Mirage. In almost every way. Cool. Wow, we actually finally got something good from a weapon chest that wasn't Steve. Can't beat that. Yeah, why not? It's the most popular in Shonen Jump. I want to see what the hype is all about. But like I was saying, it's like with certain anime, it's like I would never watch it. Like Naruto, there's just no reason to watch Naruto. Especially if you're starting from number 1. There's just so much to wade through. And it's like those shonen anime, they're all just like, the pacing is so bad because they just sit there and talk and have flashbacks for 90% of it. It's like, no, just let me read the manga. It's like when I read Naruto front to back, when it was finishing. You look me dead in the eyes and tell me that Bleach is a good manga. Though I've never actually read Bleach either. Rad. Doesn't matter too much if I lose abs here. Like, reading Naruto was really cool. Watching it, I could never do now. Like, if I was watching it weekly from the start, maybe. But certain anime go on way too long, and it just isn't feasible to watch some of them now. Like, I feel like I kind of missed the boat on Dragon Ball Super, because now it's like 128 episodes. And so I just kind of read what happened before, and I just jumped in at episode 128. Because I kind of want to see how this universe survival arc ends. God, I'm so excited for My Hero Academia Season 3. Who needs machine guns? Look at how fast I can shoot with Xiao. Shooting with Xiao, the new sitcom by NBC. Yay! This is pretty much just the entire enemy selection of the, Wise Owl Forest, but in space! Hit the mic. Dude, that's the ultimate example. Fuck trying to watch Dragon Ball Z from the start now. Why would you ever put yourself through that if it wasn't Kai? I know people are gonna like call me a heretic for recommending Kai, but the filler, my god! I would definitely miss the Funimation voice cast, but I cannot do the filler now. Unless you're like Team 4-Star, where you make it hilarious, but... Then again, I probably wouldn't even watch I have the manga. When I was starting in 2004... I think I told this story on a RuneScape stream once, but... Starting in 2004, my friend, I was in 3rd grade. My friend was really into manga at the time, like, all things manga, anime, cartoons, Toonami. He had all the hip new video games from Japan, like, he played Fire Emblem, like a decade before I heard anyone else even mention it. Got me to Mega Man Zero. A good friend with Pokemon. It was all just really fun, but he was like, yeah, I got the Dragon Ball Z manga, and I'm like, what? Because all I knew about it was anime and video games, and so I started reading them. So then in 2004, the beginning of 2004, I was visiting a family friend a couple states away. We went to a bookstore, and like I was just wandering around, and I saw this kid reading. There was like Dragon Ball Z: The Legend Continued or something like that. I'm like, I need it. So I'm hoping he's gonna put this book down, and he does. And I immediately snatch it up. I'm like, mother, buy it! I love it. And so I read it, and it's not at all. Well, I'm not gonna say it's not at all localized. It's all in English, of course, but it uses the official Japanese names for everything, like Special Beamkin is Makenko Sanpo or whatever, Sapo. And I'm like, literally, what the fuck is any of this? His name isn't Kururin, it's Krillin. Why are you calling them these silly names? And I'm like, oh, hey, look, there's an entire world out there I wasn't aware of. Alright, I'm gonna fucking die. So then I finally started reading the manga, and at that point I didn't know, like, what reading left to right was, beyond that you kinda had to do it, because the manga would say, hey, you're reading the wrong direction, you fucking idiot. And so I'm trying to read it, and I'm like, I have literally no idea what's going on, why would anyone do this? And like a week later, I'm like, I need more. And then I started collecting all the Dragon Ball, so I have the entirety, volumes 1 through 26 of Dragon Ball Z, and they're my prized collection. Yeah, I heard about Team 4-Star. I'm not surprised. I'm not happy, but I'm not surprised. Toei's been riding their dicks so hard. Did I not pick up the gunpowder? I beat every enemy, yeah? Hold up, am I just... I'm stupid, right? I've got it. Right? Wow, I never picked it up. First off, get this soap out of my inventory. Where did I drop the gunpowder and not realize it? Viewers, am I dumb? Like, they, Huh. It's gotta be there. Get out of here, anti-goo amulet, you bastard. Like, I know people blast the Boo Arc, but I like... Oh, this Mimic probably has it. God damn it. Yeah, I don't need that. Like, it also stems from my favorite Game Boy Advance game is Dragon Ball Z Boo's Fury, and you know, that covers the Boo Arc. God, I love Boo's Fury. It's such a weird concept. Like, why is this loot-based, like, Diablo-esque Dragon Ball Z game so fun? God, I hate when Mimics have the gate key. Especially when I've overloaded my inventory like this. That's what I was kind of hoping we'd get another Legacy. Oh my god, when Dragon Ball GT Transformations launched, and I was expecting it to just be like a Legacy of Goku game, but with GT. And then it's like, yeah, it's a beat 'em up. Like, it felt such visceral. Oh my god, the fucking limited floors. I felt such visceral disappointment there. Ah, I can't escape when my weapon kind of clips into the ground, can ya? Plus, the Boo arc is where I actually started Dragon Ball Z. Well, actually, all of Dragon Ball. Like, my friends had talked about it, and I'm like, alright, that sounds like something. And then I was eating dinner one night, and I turned on Cartoon Network, and oh fuck, this was one of the enemies that used to scare the shit out of me. Like, I'm talking nightmares as a kid. Anyway, as I was saying, the very first thing I saw about Dragon Ball was I turned on Cartoon Network, and it was the Gohan versus Dabura fight. I'm like, I have no idea what's going on. And I ended up watching it a lot, because my friends were super into, like, everything Toonami. Like, oh wow, he actually survived his shot from that. Not bad. Like, my one friend was into, Yu Yu Hakusho, my god. He's still into that, he loves Yu Yu Hakusho. Though, I know a lot of people who like Yu Yu Hakusho, so I don't know why that's so surprising. One of the, my visual effects class, one of the, final projects, one of the people who I am now friends with, had, he made an animated intro for his final project, all set to one of the title themes of Yu Yu Hakusho, and I loved it. I'm like, this is so lovely. I uploaded my final project, but it's unlisted, and I'll never make it unlisted. Mostly because it's a little funky, it is. Well, because the concept is, like, it's so rushed and... Ooh, hey. No, Sax is kind of a... If I'm not mistaken, kind of an earlier weapon. Yeah, it looks pretty, but that's about it. I already forgot what I was saying. It's a little rushed because I knew no one was going to be able to fact-check me on it, so I just kind of threw something together that looked pretty for a grade. Now, it's just, it's like a tutorial for how to set up your PS2 with OBS and an Elgato. But I feel like there's like 3 other steps and like some programs that you need to download that I forgot about. So it's like, if you have all this stuff that I didn't mention, it would work, but... It's all hardware when you already have all the software, and that would be a really unnecessarily specific thing. So I just never unlisted it. If one of you is a mimic... Okay, I was gonna say if one of you is a mimic, I'll take it, but... So it's not like the info is wrong, it's just... It's kind of like reading a book from, you know, halfway through it. Just not useful for an actual tutorial, so screw it. It got me the grade I needed, which is more important. And for all those enjoying the stream, this is not going to be the only Dark Cloud stream this week. In fact, there's going to be one tomorrow, and there's going to be one on Wednesday as well, which will bring us right up to the credits. Because the intention was I was going to have this stream out last Wednesday, but, you know, Valentine's Day, so I was hanging out with my partner. And now I'm, and I was always going to have Tuesday and Wednesday be like a 2-parter finale. Yep, there we go. Use your sword and kill him. Make him die. What's the haps, yo? I like this guy's theme. it's me, Comic. It's very important that you realize my name is Comic. Except, this is a different mistranslation that's about to happen, and not the one where he calls you Toan no matter what. There, you can see the skybox. You could see it. You could see where it creased. Beautiful. It's lovely. It's fantastic, and it's low fat. Is that what we're calling Earth? I guess Blue Terra is a pretty cool way to call your planet. This guy's kind of a dickhead, he is. Yeah, but could it not be extinct? Oh. Well, guys, our whole mission was over. Hope you enjoyed Dark Cloud.
There's a cooler way than Celine.
Just kill it! I've got a gun! Shoot it in the fucking face! Look, there it is. This is what we've been gathering the parts for. Alright, works for me. I feel like they just really gave up on making actual coherent sentences. Yeah, just get a Pez dispenser and stick it in the middle of this sun giant. Really, you're just handing this thing out, huh? Okay. Well, this guy's name is officially Osmond, but, I've got a better name. There we go. And deicide. Get ready for a fun mistranslation. Or a typo, rather. Sages is now joined the Ally! I love that one. Keep in mind, this is the last character you get, so they should have fixed that by now, but nope. Sages is now joined the Ally. Oh wow, it actually dumps his initial equipment all the way over here now that we've got this one. So anyway, we can start working on that now, and I've already loaded it up with a few gems to start working on building it up. So, no elements and all this, or all elements and no that. I need to actually look up what that does. Because, you have to build it a certain way. Because one goes to the heightened machine gun path, and then one goes to a flamethrower path, which ends up at the blaster path, and we don't want the blaster path. So this is the Jackal. Okay, I think this is the one we're gonna want, so we just have to shove more diamonds into it. And, you know, all of this, but that one's easier to do. So let me check out one more time to make sure I'm going the right way with that. Yep, just go through the lower path, which is significantly easier, so, rad. We can start building that up right away. Well, anyway, we don't have to actually hoof it all the way back there, so let's just, Moonsea. And now I can show you how, A, Xiao is completely outclassed, and B, Osmond is the friggin' best. And my leg itches, so I must scratch it. So first, let's go over to Xiao real quick, so you can see, what Osmond's little traversal technique is. You see, there's a gap. Even Christy can't jump this distance. But Osmond just floats over it. And that's what's cool about it. No jumping over cutscene with Xiao anymore. So, we won't be using Xiao outside of the final boss anymore because the only two characters we really need are Toan and Osmond. Yeah, no, I just need alone time to actually make that video because there's no way in hell I'm going to be able to do it when there are people around. So this is what makes Osmond the best. He doesn't have to, he's not locked into his attack animation. He can strafe and fire, which makes him really difficult to beat. And then, of course, as you remember, Rangers, the closer they get, the higher damage they deal. So, for certain things like the Space Gun, you can annihilate most of its HP pretty quick. Except I just really hurt myself there. I think I put all of my good items into storage, so I actually probably shouldn't be using Osmond too much right now. Especially given that it kind of rips through your weapon HP. It's not a very well-made machine gun, you understand. But see, you're not locked into your attack animation, so you're literally untouchable with certain enemies. However, things like Vulcan are... yeah, once they put up their shield, they're kind of a bitch and a half to get through, so... just slice and dice. Now, we're still gonna need the winch for things like, we can't just float over the gap instead of taking the bridge, but... it was a nice dream while it lasted. You know, that concept is hilarious to me. I want to dub this hentai. I was totally prepared to lose that bet. Yay, a king mimic. Let's shoot it. Shoot your goods, my dude. Just trying to give you the lick. Anyway, so Osmond's guns come in a couple different flavors. You can have your machine gun type, as we're seeing here. One where it's kind of more like a flamethrower than anything, which is kind of like a short-ranged machine gun. Which sucks. But fortunately, none of his ultimate weapons end up in that path. And it always goes over to the blaster type, which is kind of more like Xiao, where it's just one big hit, but you can spam it a lot easier, and it deals more damage usually. It's a pretty good weapon, not gonna lie. Osmond's just a really good character, and there's a reason you have to wait so long to get him, because you would snap this game's difficulty in half if you got this guy early on. See, you can still jump this one with Xiao, but it's just better to get over with Osmond. Getting over it with Osmond. Boo bop boom bam boo bop boos. Away, friend. I was hoping I would have just enough speed left, but I did not. I don't have a reason to kill you, besides the fact that you used to scare me as a child, so for that sin, you must be punished with death. Yeah, the Infinidagger glitch is probably gonna snap Osmond in two anyway. The only saving grace is that, you cannot max your weapon's attack out with the Broken Dagger glitch because, you are limited by the amount... Because each weapon has a cap anyway, so you're going to hit that current weapon's cap no matter what. That's not what I wanted to do. You're going to hit that current weapon's cap no matter what, but... you have to still work up to your next weapon's cap. Now, you could fix that by spawning more broken daggers, yes, but... I remember hearing that spawning too many broken daggers is bad for your game, and I've never tested that. So, I do not know for sure. If it's not, then yeah, just spam all the broken daggers you could possibly think of. Move it, Vulcan, you're all of my childhood fears. Man, speaking of Yu Yu Hakusho, that was another part of my fears. There was that one character, Gourmet, that ate people, and that used to give me nightmares, because that concept used to be very frightening to young comic. Current comic does not think of it so much anymore, because Attack on Titan helped get him over that, but... that was a fear for a good while, viewers. Let me tell ya. With Ozymandias' gun. Am I still on him, or is this a... oh, reduce his abs. Cool. Back to the Chronicle Sword we go. I don't want to ruin all the effort we just put towards the, buffing up the Jackal. Oh, hey, Titan. Hey, not fighting any other, enemy here. No, I gave up on reading Attack on Titan. After the time skip where they got to the water and they're like, cool, the ocean, PTSD, it's all a war now, and then they did that time skip with a new cast, I'm like, alright, I'm done. It's not even that I hated the idea of having a new cast, it was like, I got like 3 months into that before I'm like, this is probably the most bored I've been while reading a manga. So I stopped. I heard it's gotten way better since then, but I also don't care too much to find out anymore. Yeah, Chronicle Sword, extreme damage, I got you. I got you, Ticket Bubsy. God, I have no plans for if I accidentally break a weapon, too. Like, if I wasn't paying attention and he threw up his shield, I could have absolutely broken the Chronicle Sword and would have had to reload the save. Now it's no longer... God damn, he rips right through it, huh? Yeah, Vulcan, you're lava. This shouldn't be too hard. Oh, he wasn't even looking at me. He was just trying to, like, walk away, and he was like, I don't want any part of this, and I just cut him from the side. Poor bastard. Yeah, I don't know. Like, if I was just spamming broken daggers, I would just make it, like, Chronicle Swords on the reg, but... I also have a lot of other series to work with and other games I want to play, so... it's not so much a concern for me. I'd rather just reload a save at this point. It's... whatever, I've been at this for 48 minutes. This wouldn't be too hard to get back. I just don't know if I probably just wouldn't do it on stream. Like, I'd just say, okay, I'll finish this up with other characters, but then reload the save and do everything off-screen again. I don't want to kill the pace, because we're getting close to the end, and I kind of just want to get it done. Because I'm really excited to get to my new streams. Because, what was it? Sacred Stones is about to finish, too, and that's pretty fun. Yeah, I don't think I've ever really done... like, this is the closest I've ever done to actually beating Dark Cloud legit. Or, like, maxing out weapons legit. Like, everything I've done with Towen's weapon has been completely legit. I fished everything. This is the first time I've done fishing. But when I was a kid, I used to, just give myself infinite money with a Codebreaker. And the last shop in the game sells the weapon upgrading gems, so I would grind legit from there because Dark Cloud codes, I didn't know how to add codes into my Codebreaker because I was stupid back then. So So I was stuck with what I had, and there wasn't just an already boost weapon code, though there was in Dark Cloud 2. But once I had all the... When money stops being an issue, it's like, whatever. So this is the first time I've done it halfway legit. And I only say halfway because Xiao is the only character I haven't done legit, just because I shoved the broken dagger onto Steve, because Steve's kind of a joke weapon anyway. So it didn't seem like all that much harm, because it's so clearly not the best Xiao can do. And I feel like it's balanced. It's got all the max stuff, yeah, but it's got such low attack. Do I have any wind on this thing? Because this thing is going to eat all my weapon repair powders. Yeah, well, one weapon repair powder per golem, huh? Yeah, I think the frozen fish eventually upgrades to Goro's best weapon, so it's not half bad. Alright, let's throw a couple more diamonds on. I don't want to throw the sun on yet, because I want to save it for when there's a ×2 that I can use. Let's throw some endurance on. That couldn't hurt. Oh, I'm already good on attack, so yeah, I just really need to start working. Well, no, that's the wrong one. Alright, all those are good now. I just need to work on attack, endurance, and MP, so... Fortunately, it's gonna upgrade pretty quick. Alright, and I think I just ruined it. Wonderful. Don't know why I thought that was a good idea. Yep, it ruined the speed and ruined the Mimic Buster. Cool. I like that a lot. It's fun. It's cute. Mystery circles can really just fucking suck the life out of you, they can. I really do need to go into storage and pick up some, I saved some Fruits of Eden and the rest of my gourds for Goro here. Or, rather, Osmond. Hello, little boy. Give me a cool item. That's pretty cool. You, my good bug, I would desire you to feed me gunpowder. Mix it in with my food and turn me into Jack. Alright, there we go. Alright, we're gonna be at this for a while. Check this, big boys. After I repair his weapon real quick, and I pump Moonbug full of, wait, these are all just Moonbugs. I thought I was hearing a golem. I have the volume of my TV really low, so it doesn't, so the audio doesn't bleed on over into my mic. I thought I heard a golem, but I think it might just be the Moonbug rolling. But if there is a golem, I can just pop it with the bomb we got earlier. I'm just so... Oh, yeah, hey, Titan. Attack on Titan. I'm so happy that the Sacred Stones meme has lasted this long. Wow. Survived. So I think even if you... Wow. If it survives at all, you can still use it. Nice. Cool. Can't beat that. That reminds me, man, like, I was in class when Fire Emblem Heroes launched, and I tried to get it on my phone. Because it was a pretty chill class, it was TV studio operations, and we were going through stuff I had learned the previous semester. And they were like, yeah, Fire Emblem Heroes launched. I'm like, cool, I want that. And everyone was trying to download it, so I couldn't, and, And I think I just gave up in general, like I never bothered trying to get it again. I played it like once after that, and I'm like, not for me, thank you. Check, please. Oh, I have another bomb. Okay, well, I'll handle this one legit at least. Well, that was doing a lot more damage than I thought. Like, yeah, literally one bullet short. God, all these titans. And I killed myself. Well, cool. Good thing I didn't have all that much money on me. We can upgrade Goro's defense, not bad. And carrot cookie is Osmon's favorite food. Boy, Splitty is crap for defense. Not bad, not bad. I don't remember which house has the storage unit, but I definitely want to put more HP on my good boy. Are you? Wow, that's terrifying. Yeah, I don't even know what voice I would give. I'd probably just give Hector my Arthur voice, but I don't foresee myself ever doing Blazing Blade, so... Or no, if I do a stream of Blazing Blade, I don't want to do it blind, because... insider info, blind Fire Emblem LPs are the most stressful thing on this channel. I really wish I didn't keep doing them. Because it's pain. Because I'm learning everything on the fly, and then I get upset, and it's like, usually when I do this, I would just kind of sit around and think for a while before I try again, but it's like, nope, I just have to launch right back into this. And people are like, you're bad at this video game that you've never played. I'm like, yeah. Funny how that works. Alright, cool, that should be enough. Let's dump this all into our good boy. More HP! You must be stronger! Eat the fruit of Eden! Chew it, you sensual bitch! Yes, isn't it delicious? You'll need that for the Demon Shaft when I eventually do it one day. I don't remember how many gourds I brought out, so... I could probably head on over to the store and just sell off some of this crap and get some of the money back I just lost. Though ultimately, not hurting for cash, but I need to hold the absolute max cash stack to get a trophy, so... This is why... I think this is half a max cash stack, so I still have some work to do. And I think I have one more gourd on me? I have two more gourds on me. Nice. And now Sage's thirst meter is maxed out, his HP is almost maxed out, he's doing good. He ain't doing half bad, viewers. So let's sell off some crap we don't need. Mighty healings aren't a bad way to make cash, actually. Buy a couple bombs just in case we run into more of them. What is what even upgrade? The gourds, it increases your thirst meter, so you can go longer without needing a drink. Alright, back in.
I'm back on, I'll take you on. Back on, headstrong. Meow.
We're at Golem or Titan. Let's throw bombs. Watch the stream get demonetized because it keeps saying bombs. Darkcloud gets demonetized more than any other stream too, for some reason. Which is to say, I think it's the only stream series of mine that ever gets demonetized. Cool. What do you need now, bucko? Alright, so you're all good there, so I just need to start worrying about attack, endurance, speed, and all that basic bull honkery. So that'll give some attack. More attack and speed, which is always nice, and I'm starting to run low on everything else, so... So I'm more worried about endurance more than anything else right now, so... Hey! Two Titans! Two Titans! Ah! So you remember, viewers, if you want to get through big men, throw a bomb and then shoot. We the US in 2004, boys. Take that, ISIS, you bastard. Wait a second, can I get something that isn't Titans? I expected these bombs to last me a bit longer. See, look, we've already got character development for the Jackal. Look at how well this thing is doing already. And hey, endurance +1, not bad. I'm just kind of hoping for a 2-slot, because once I can put the sun into it, it's like, well, I never really need to worry about anything again for this thing. Because the sun already boosts so much in general. But the 2-slot, it's even better, and you only get one of those, so... make it count. Titans! Oops, all Titans. As evidenced by my raucous laughter. Oh my god, do I only have one bomb left? I should have bought more. Oh no, I have 2 more at the very least. Come on, give me the fucking gunpowder. Okay. Yay, a bravery line. This might be the most common back floor item. And I know I was just bitching about not having enough gems. I could just go to the back floor for them, but I'm like, look, they're also a free 400 GP! Is not that the fucking epicness? Are you not amazed? Alright, I knew that was gonna happen. We did it last time. It's the whole reason we have to do this floor again. Quite fucking howdy. Though, we're starting to rip through these Titans fast enough. The bomb was just helpful. Plus, these golems are giving so much. Alright, what else do we need now? Just endurance and MP. Cool. Of course, now we don't have gems to make it go faster, so, let's throw endurance on first. A, because I feel like we're just gonna need less of that in general, and B, because every little bit counts with a machine gun. Fuck. I'd call this episode Remember the Titans, but we don't have to remember them. They're just fucking... God, this is like, I can just chuck holy water at it. I don't think they have to be undead for holy water to work. Boy, astounding. If I just went to the left when we started, I could have avoided all of this. That's Dungeon Crawlers, babe. I also need to see if there's any water up there. Watch that thing up, that mystery circle up there be something stupid like, the status of the weapon changed, but negatively. Oh, monsters pumped energy. That's what we need. For the Titans to be roided. Yeah, let's try chucking some holy water and see what happens. Did I sell my cheese? I sold my cheese. Eat some chicken, boy. And they're all done. No effect. Cool. Let's just go. And then heal my weapon because it already needs it. Yeah, so for holy water to work, they apparently have to be undead, which I guess is something I could have figured out pretty easily. Alright, cool, we in. Yay, thanks for the holy water I wasted. I'm gonna try to shoot through the golem to hit the moon bug, and one of the coolest things I could have imagined possible in this game, but lo and behind, it didn't work. Hey, thanks for the dungeon map. Could have used that, you know, being the first chest even. Well, that killed a bit of progress, but I'm still feeling good, so let's go. Because fortunately, the boss here is pretty simple and also the most filler boss in the game. Like, everything else is at the very least hinted at. Homeboy here is just like, here I am. And once you beat it, it's like, oh hey, he's dead. Alright. On with the plot. That's not a gun. This is a gun. Look, we're making Osmond stronger. We're getting Atla. The turtle shell is a weapon for Goro, and I'm like, I know I didn't just crack a weapon, but that's not what you did. I don't even know where I get cracking Atla from. I think it's just called opening it. And cracking is my own machination from when I was in. Really? This thing isn't undead? Well, at the very least, it just unlocked it. Can't beat that. Alright. The intended... If you can't get any use out of the intended purpose, you might as well play around with, homebrew. It's kind of hard to kind of finagle where you want Osmond to, be. Since he hovers off the ground, it's a little funky to, like, pick up items off the ground and position yourself in front of, any chests you might want. I don't know why I misread that as crack open an Antifa with the boys. I'm like, have yourself a cold brew of anti-fascism. Hit me up, please. What are you? Oh my god, I forgot you were even in this game. Tell me this isn't the most JRPG enemy you've ever seen. And it just looks silly in, like, an actual 3D... Oh, fuck. Alright, sorry, buddy. I know that you probably didn't like me insulting you like that. That thing looks like it was just built for pixel art, like something I would have fought in Dragon Quest. I like it. That might be my favorite enemy in this game. Or at the very least, this dungeon. You know what? It almost looks like a dark-type cousin of Cresselia. There we go. This is Moonian Cresselia. It's dark and fairy. The typing which we still need, by the way. We are somehow 2 generations of fairy existing, and dark and fairy doesn't be. Which is weird. You think Dark and Fairy would have been a really fun concept for a Legendary. I know pre-release Sun and Moon, like if James is still here, which I don't think he is, when we saw Marshadow get leaked, we thought for sure Marshadow was going to be Dark and Fairy. Of course, we weren't expecting Ghost and Fighting, and also probably one of the best Pokemon, well, not probably, just one of the best Pokemon in the franchise. Yeah, this is what I mean, it's a little hard to finagle getting things off the ground. I don't know why you can't use the Duran Feather when locked on, but I guess that'd be extra programming that they weren't willing to bother with. Good to see level 5 was cutting corners this early into the career. And again, I say, I would be more upset about having taken this long to find the gunpowder, but we need to go there anyway, and we fortunately haven't found the cannon yet, so it's like, cool, we're still technically making progress. I like it. I hate when I'm just all the way across the dungeon before I get the gunpowder I need, and that's how I start moving forward, but again, that's just dungeon crawler business. Yeah, the thumbnails have been really fun to make for this series, and like for the Fire Emblem series, they've been really fun to make. Because, like, just jamming together stuff for thumbnails is really fun to me. And I'm really looking forward to people's reaction. Well, A, to what I could even think to make for the Emerald Stream thumbnails. Really, was the last enemy to carry it, huh? Hate when that happens, but sometimes it is what it is. But fortunately, we're getting pretty close to the end, so load up the gunpowder. Oh shit, I forgot about what it might have been. Shoot it to me on Discord again. A lot happens in a week, so I sometimes forget when I have thumbnail ideas. Or just content ideas in general. Like, I know during the Crystal stream someone came up with a, yeah, you can't attack while you're floating over there. Speaking of another JRPG anime. Let's see. Still need more endurance. But we just got a 2 endurance, so I'm feeling good. Oh, sweet. Nice. That makes up for it. Oh, God. I think these guys show up in Rogue Galaxy as well, which is, for all intents and purposes, Dark Cloud 3. Like I was saying, like, sometimes I just forget about good thumbnail ideas. Because, like, or content ideas in general. If someone came up with a really good idea for ASMR in the Crystal streams, but I completely forgot what it was, and I don't want to cycle through the, all the content to find it again. Ow! That didn't hurt as bad as I thought it would, though. I'd love an HD remaster of this game, but honestly, I don't know what they could really do with it, so I'm content with what we have. Because I don't want things to change. That's another issue I have with like a potential Dark Cloud 3. A second Steve! Wow! God, you can't beat that. I feel like a potential Dark Cloud 3 would be a lot closer to Dark Cloud 2 than this game, so I'm not... Like, I wanted Dark Cloud 3 just because I've wanted it for so long, but I don't know if I would necessarily even like it more than this game. But like I said, Rogue Galaxy, for all intents and purposes, is basically just Dark Cloud 3 anyway, so... Then some people might say that White Knight Chronicles is closer because it is Giorama, but that was all mostly relegated to the online stuff, so... Which is content that you cannot access anymore. Well, you can do all the stuff you could have done online anyway, but you can't play with others anymore. And White Knight Chronicles was incredibly grindy for the online content, and doing it all solo sounds like be very painful. I know Sages played White Knight Chronicles a lot when it first came out, and if I'd known Sages at that point in my life, I would have loved... I'd have spent all summer playing White Knight Chronicles with him. I just never found anyone to do it, so I never did the online content, and I have no idea what any of it's like. Boy, every time with the decreasing of Ungaga's weapons. Like, White Knight Chronicles was the first PS3 game I got, because when I got the PS3, I specifically asked for it. Well, I also got Final Fantasy 13 as well, and I love 13. White Knight Chronicles, I picked up and dropped for about a year before I ended up actually beating it. And it's like, hey, lots of cliffhanger. You like jazz? And I'm like, no, I don't want it. I want this game to be finished. And I got White Knight Chronicles 2 on sale, like, not too long after it came out, actually, and it was like 16 bucks. I'm like, cool, glad I didn't pay 60 bucks for this. I've also never played it, so... Oh my god. Thank you, Jay. But just standard solo player White Knight Chronicles, I'd also love to do a stream series of that. It'd be like a low stress kind of thing, because... It's basically if Xenoblade wasn't as good. I mean, as far as like every game with that kind of gameplay style, like Final Fantasy XII, White Knight Chronicles, and Xenoblade Chronicles. Gotta go Final Fantasy XII Chronicles at this rate. Xenoblade is the best, then Final Fantasy XII, and then White Knight Chronicles in kind of a distant third, but the second game has the entirety of the first game remastered, which was pretty cool. Because I think you needed to have a completely beaten White Knight Chronicles 1 save file to start, too. And then, from what I understand, 2 was just a shitload of recycled content, so... Like all the same areas and monsters, just with new plot. But, again, I've owned it for the better part of 5 years now, and I haven't actually opened it, so I'm not the one to talk. Yeah, God, I probably bought that, and yeah, it would have had to have been 2013. Like, early in 2013. Maybe I'll do a blind stream series of it if people like White Knight Chronicles 1 whenever I decide to get to that. Though I feel like, honestly, with the current remaster culture, that it might be more likely that we just get a 4K reimagining of White Knight Chronicles 1 and 2 on the PS4. So I'd probably prefer to do that. I mean, if it ever happens, that's making a hypothetical for... That's basing a lot of a series entirely on a hypothetical that, in all honesty, probably isn't that likely to happen. I was gonna say I don't think they were well received, but I think they sold pretty well. Or at least the first one did. And again, I liked it. For a young comic, it was kind of cool to just have an HD system. Keep in mind, I mean, that was the era when, I'm still used to the PS2. They didn't have HD systems. steel slingshot. It's still not all that great, but at least it's not a bone slingshot. I kinda wanna see that one too. What else am I thinking? Oh yeah, because back in those days, it was like none of us had HD consoles. Like, we didn't get into the PS3 stuff until my friend got one in 2009. And the summer of 2009, like, we were just, we spent like all summer playing Infamous, because it was like, whoa, we have nothing to compare this to. Even though as far as open world games go, San Andreas just kind of beat the shit out of it. But it was just cool, it was in HD. I don't think we had trophies, because none of us had PSN accounts, because none of us attached our consoles to the internet for a long time. I don't think any of us did until that August. It was a different era back then, viewers. Would I ever go back? Hell no, but it is nostalgic to look back upon. When we kind of just spent all of our free time playing Brawl. Looks like that's the end of this dungeon, so let's collect this treasure chest and see. Yeah, I'm using a much better mic right now. When I'm playing with Sage, I just kind of use my crappy headset mic, because it's easier, but with this, I use my higher quality mic. It's the same thing I do for my LPs as well. Besides Path of Radiance, I use my headset mic for that as well. So if I'm not mistaken... Yep, we're good. We just need to get a ticket now, but that fortunately means we can dip. And I don't remember actually where to get the ticket, so that's bad. Oh well. Let's assemble what we can of the Sun Giant while we're here, though. Plus, there's a lot of mystery chests we need to grab, too, because if we can get a few more Fruits of Eden... I can start working on Xiao's HP as well, because she's really going to need it. If I'm not mistaken, there's a couple in here. Yeah, there's one. There's another. So come on, a couple Fruits of Eden. Grass cake, not bad. Goro's been really lacking on those. One for Toen. Okay. Feed, my boy. Stop getting shitty defense levels. Oh well. So, let's configure. Oh boy, I really should have, Oh fuck, I don't actually remember what goes where. I know that one's an elephant, so... Hey, that Ammonite worked out well. And a twisted horn. Elephant. Curvy boy. Grippy Gary. Let's do it again. Ammonite. Elefante. Curvy boy. Thingy. Twisted horn. Little eccentric and wears goggles. That looks like it might be Folio. Or Emulio. He's not our good boy, Forrest. Forrest Whitaker. What the hell is that? Oh, feathers, duh. I get the ticket for finishing the head. Okay. That makes sense. completely forgot. So after we get out of this, it'll probably immediately finish. More eagle. I kind of like this. I wish the game had just maybe one more thing like this. Makes the bot even more durable, huh? And we can't finish it quite yet, because we get that one for finishing up the, thingamadoodle. One skirt, please. One skull, just because everyone needs a cod piece. Parts TII. Now, which one do we need here? Do we need Tamahan? So we do. Parts Today I Learned. One big fingernail. I'm willing to bet 2 has more parts like this, but that would involve playing 2, and at the moment I have no intention of doing that. Because I'd either have to spend time on my PS2 to do it, where my PS2 time is kinda relegated to Xenosaga right now. Hey, mystery pieces. Or chests, rather. Yeah, how did we get up here, even? Nice. Right on, bro! Oh, bye, Litton Boy. Comic, do I like Monster Hunter? I, very much enjoy Monster Hunter. Of course, you're gone now, so you don't have that answer, so... I really like Monster Hunter, and I loved 4U, and, hey, Fruit of Eden, not bad. I loved 4 Ultimate and, 3 Ultimate the best. World's pretty fun, but, man, I kind of miss the magic. But that magic's not coming back. You know, these actually stand for something. This is foot right and foot left. How did I never pick that up as a kid? And I'm mostly just setting this up now because, I just want to get it out of the way. Not have to worry about it later. I think this is the part I always fuck up on. Especially given that that was, the right arm. And especially given that I've, oh, how about this, even? Yeah, see, that looks way better, huh? But yeah, I really love Monster Hunter. It's so much fun. Used to play with a couple pals. Is this left or right? Right. No, I should have figured these were second because it specifically says 2. Why was young me so stupid and couldn't figure that out? Stonebreaker, Wind Gem, Antidote Amulet, and cutscenes! Just knock it all out of the way early. It's our good boy, Gotch. He's a gotcha gamer. Oh. Osmond, don't let him go. Hey, Hot Cocoa. Look at him pose. You could be a hero, buddy. Look, I'm a Marine recruiter lying to a kid at a Little Caesars to make him feel like he's gonna do something with his life when he's just dying for nothing. He's just dying for an old man's war. Don't go to war, kids. We've got us a deserter! Yo, Osmond, maybe if any of this is happening, you're, probably not the best, leader, huh? Everyone feels the need to desert, maybe you should do something differently. Yeah, great, just neg these kids into doing what they need to do. That's not emotionally abusive. Osmond, you're not gaslighting anyone. You could play Call of Duty. That one's fun, or at least Modern Warfare 2 was. I liked Modern Warfare 2. Thought it was fun. Spent a lot of time in the summer of 2010 playing that one. God, look at all these. Look at all this neat stuff. Can I come in? Yeah, that's why I don't bother with name changes. I got brand integrity to worry about. The genie can shoot cool purple lasers! By the way, that sun, add-on we have might have been the Power Sphere. That broke apart the, Sun Giant before. Which, if it's only giving us plus 10 attack, yeah, this thing was clearly inferior for a giant of the sun. I figured the attachment bag would be full at this rate, huh? Cool. Endurance plus 2. Let's slam that on while we got the chance. Hey! Definitely not bad. Slam that on, because we need that. Yeah, we just kind of gotta jostle the robot around until delicious food comes out. Cool. Ooh, nice. Now may I collect the rest of these? What do I have locked onto you? What don't I need? Here, take this shit. Who needs it? Fuck Metal Breaker. I got Diamond for that boyo. camera kind of fights you a bit here, because it gets stuck on the genie. Or the giant, rather. We got defense boosting items for everybody. We're ready to get fucking swole! Alright, so cool. Let's dump those into everybody and we can fight the boss. First, eat up. Drink. Oh, no, you're all maxed out. Now Xiao's all maxed out. Cool. And perfect defense level. Not bad. And perfect defense level. Not bad. And just shy of perfect defense level. Could be better. I'm gonna give this one to Xiao because Osmon's already pretty close to max anyway. And I'd much rather she had a little more survivability at the moment. Alright, so let's finish this up good. And there's a couple more mystery chests we can collect out there, but I'm probably gonna collect them off screen. Because it's most likely just going to be stuff I'm just going to have to chuck out anyway. Oh, nice. Persona 5 is pretty goddamn good. Think you're going to enjoy it. Yeah, we've got tickets. Now let us in to fight the most filler boss in the entire game. And a screen from this upcoming cutscene is actually on the back of the box art for this game. Albeit with a different ultimate weapon, that's Toen's second worst, but it's so beautiful that I love it. Now, Persona 5 is PS3 and PS4 exclusive. There's the boy!
There are many ways you can enjoy the Big Spooky.
Nice stock sound effect. Minotaur Joe is on a devastating streak of 38 straight victories. Is there a man or beast alive that would dare to challenge the awesome fury of this terrible force of might and nature? Oops. A motley group, but they have a fierce fire in their eyes. Competitors, let the slaughter begin! I mean, it works for me. Cool, how fortunate that we got here right before it ended, and this guy who we don't know what he wants this thing for. I get a feeling this guy just wanted to kill. Yeah, we're ready. Yeah! The battle theme here is really fun, though. It's a shame it's only used here, because this fight's gonna be pretty short. Osmond, you've got to be kidding me. Minotaur Joe. So, let's, first things first. I've been saving these stamina drinks, so... let's power. Did I just hit triple-digit damage on just a loose hit? Alright. Those weren't even charged attacks. I could have one-shotted him with a jump slash. To be fair, stamina drinks really increase your DPS. But, wow. You didn't even get to hear the fun parts of the battle theme. If you're at all interested, the theme is called The Rowdy, so look it up if you want. I did it! Yeah, with a different weapon, this is the screen on the back of the box art. To be fair, even without an upgraded weapon, Minotaur Joe isn't all that. He's basically just a reskinned Master Uton that doesn't have the need to hit his foot. So you can just start damaging him right away. Yeah, with a jump slash, I could have one-shotted him. That would have been insane. I kind of wish that happened now. Thought this was a Pez sphere. Oh well, not like I could expect the game to get its translations right. Fortunately, we already have it all assembled, so we can just dive right into this. Some of these don't really look all that attached, buddy. Are you sure this thing's gonna be, ready? I'd love to attach this to my weapon, but... hold up, I don't think it's built right. But right. Should be built right. Is there a special place I must stand? Stando des? If I go up there, it should work. I think I might have to set up... Wait, I forgot there was one more thing. A lookout! Should that matter? Well, at the very least, we can get some mystery chests that I forgot. Yeah! Another Fruit of Eden, not bad. Make Xiao all-powerful. I want to keep one of those stamina drinks for Xiao because the only reason I don't fight the final boss of this game more often is because since I don't work on ranged characters all that much, sometimes the final part of the final, or the mid part of the final fight is really annoying and I don't like doing it. So by the stamina drink, we can hopefully get through that even faster. Alright, let me check to make sure I've done this right. I don't think this should be all that important, but... Is putting it to the right gonna be all that important? Yeah, no, there's gotta be something else I'm missing out on. What could it be? Got the head? Got the chest? You know what? I completely understand what I fucked up on. I screwed up left and right. Good job, me. You know, I'm dumb, because I knew that was gonna happen. Oh well. Wouldn't be a Dark Clad playthrough if I didn't screw that up once in a while. Yeah, I think my arrangement was cooler, actually, you know. Take that, video game developer. I think you're wrong. Alright, cool. I mean, I should have figured. I looked at that so many times, but screw it. What do you say we have a fun little cutscene coming up. Because this was the second to last dungeon in the game, so the final dungeon is coming up. I'm not skipping through this, by the way. Well, now it's letting me do it. Dark Heaven Castle. What a finale. Like, what a name for a final dungeon. It has company. Flag Gilgister. It's thick. That dark cloud. Title drop! You, sir, shut up. It works totally fine. See, now it's the Pez sphere again. Which is it, buddy? Shut the fuck up and let's get ready to attack it. Cool, because I kind of wanted to save the following, or the next cool cutscene for the beginning of the next stream. It was not the original plan. The original plan was to have it in this stream and just start the dungeon, but it would make for some pretty anemically short streams over the next 2 days, so I want them to be a little thicker for you. When I have all these gourds now, I kind of just gotta start shoving them out. Oh, her HP caps at 1/4. Oh, I think there's only just like a certain limit of what you can put in. Yeah, in fact, he's all capped out, so start putting in the splitty then. I guess Kish. And there is going to be one point where we need Ungaga, just in case there's a limited floor, and there's a limited floor where we're going to be stuck with him, so let's take the opportunity to sell off all of our crap, kind of get ready. Get our inventory clear for the shopping spree we're gonna have to go through for next time. Get some hashtag fucking money. This isn't a shop. The Emerald Armor back. I don't believe I have. I feel like this is leading up to a pun. I just said something silly. This game is it's a dungeon crawler, randomized dungeons. You collect a few pieces of stuff that's been scattered about through the Dark Genie's magic. Everything you see here, you can totally move, adjust, do anything you want with. The game rewards you for doing it in a certain pattern, however, as you can see by the Georama analysis at 100, which gets you cool rewards. But after that, and when you get the item from it, you can kind of put it however you want. So go nuts, kids. I think it's a fun game. All right, money-wise, I think we'll be able to buy. Don't need these. Really don't need these, because if I'm going to use them, I'm just going to use diamonds. The ticket is now diamonds. And let's buy 5 gold bullion. Dump them over at the witch's house, and enjoy our money. Yeah, because right now I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Alright, so... Still not necessarily close to the maximum amount of money, but it doesn't take much fishing to get there. And we get a trophy for it, so... I don't think about it. I actually kind of want to see how the... We are very close to maxing out on trophies. Because if I'm not mistaken, well, it's this one. I think this is for beating the final boss. Which means that's the last thing we need before we get a platinum trophy. Which I'm surprised if that's the last one. That can't be right. Let me look that up real quick. They've got to have a trophy list out here somewhere. Of course, they don't actually fucking, Yeah, wow, that's weird how one of the rarest trophies is just for beating the game, but... Oh well. Once we beat the game and have them max out our money, that'll be the platinum trophy, so that'll be a fun finale. So it looks like I got some fishing to do off screen to max that out. So, this should be a pretty good point to end the stream, because next time we're just gonna... Next time we're gonna knock out a lot of really good... No, they did not patch out the dagger. The broken dagger glitch still works. So, next time we're gonna get roughly halfway through the final dungeon, and then the stream after that, we're gonna beat the game! So, thank you very much for joining me, and I'll see you tomorrow at 7 p.m. EST. Now look at Toe and Go with these fucking poncho physics that you can't get on the PS1. Yee